How can you beat the insurance company at their own game? I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can do it to put your claim in the best position possible to maximize your recovery. In other words, get every dollar that the insurance company should be paying you to repair your home or property. So my name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. So let's dive into this. We're going to talk about a little bit of the background behind some of these claims, and why you have to be on the offensive and be proactive, and what this video is about. So insurance companies love to deny claims by using verbiage that doesn't apply. Perfect example. Water leak, they love using long term, right? Wear and tear. Same with a roof claim. They'll use wear and tear. The roof is old. Wasn't damaged by the storm. Our engineer found that it's a 19-year-old roof. Therefore, it wasn't the wind. Could have been a different storm. There's 100 different things and bullshit they come up with. So adjusters for insurance companies are trained, taught, and utilize how to manipulate claims on a daily basis. Now, the independent field adjusters over the years have now become the most dishonest group of people you will ever meet. Why? Mike, why? Every single claim I get, they write lowball estimates and hand it over to the insurance company, knowing that is not a reflection of the accuracy of the damages to your home, condo, townhome, property, business. But yet they do it to try and make themselves look good for the insurance company so that the insurance company will hire them again. I'm going to challenge, well, I'll do a video on this, but if there's any field adjuster that wants to challenge me and prove me wrong, I have hundreds of estimates which I can prove what they wrote for an estimate and then what the final settlement was. And I'm willing and want a field adjuster who wants to maybe have a one-on-one discussion live over this to show how that's inaccurate, what I'm stating, and I would expect that person to have documentation. So the estimate that he wrote and then the final settlement. So it's time to turn the tables, and this is how you're going to do it. This is the 5 ways. This is a video. So what you're going to learn are valuable tips that will help in any type of claim: water damage, fire, roof claim, storm claim, hurricane. Obviously the 2 most common types of claims, water damage and roof claims. And you're going to put yourself and the claim, more importantly, in a position, as I mentioned from the beginning, that will maximize your claim to ensure that they pay you fully for the damages you incurred, or that it's going to cost to repair, replace your property. Put it back to where you were before the loss. So number 1, affidavits. Affidavits of neighbors, affidavits of friends who were there. Have a storm, hurricane, tornado, tropical storm, hailstorm. Get your neighbors to sign an affidavit. We're going to show you what that looks like. Roof damage, leaks in the house. Okay? Document that. Have the neighbors, if you have a good relationship with your neighbors, explain to them what's going on. If your neighbors also have damage from hail, from hurricane, from whatever else might be, any type of storm, and others around the block, tell them to do the same. You all work together. Water damage, okay? Have anybody else in the house? You have a friend who was there at the time who saw the water damage. Neighbor, even family members, get affidavits. Water mitigation company employees, if they're cool. A mold company employee, if you had them come over. There's a variety of things. I'm going to show you what the affidavit's going to look like. Very simple. An example of affidavit for neighbors. Okay? My name is John Smith. I reside at 1234 Lane Boulevard in Miami. On 8/4/24, we had a storm with major winds that caused damage to Mr. Homeowner's house. So that Mr. Homeowner obviously is you. Okay. While I don't know the full extent of damages, she had interior damages to his kitchen ceiling, bathroom ceiling and walls, and his roof. I also had damages to my house, which includes the roof, fence, pool cage, and several rooms inside my house. Okay? If you did this for an employee of a water mitigation company, kind of take the same format. All right? So obviously this is going to put you in the best position possible. Hire a public adjuster and attorney. As I always state, the attorney should be last resort because of the fees they charge. All right, it's a lot of money. Public adjusters usually charge a lot less because it's mandated by the state. The state governs the public adjuster fee, whereas an attorney is not governed by the state when it comes to what they can charge for their fees. Now there is a limit, but it's either going to be 33 1/3, 40, or 50%. So this obviously is going to put you in the best position possible when you hire somebody else to do it on your behalf. It minimizes your ability, to be frank, to mess things up. I see this happen a lot. Remember, I worked for an insurance company before. There were always jokes that other adjusters would make about pulling a quick one over on the homeowner. This is why I didn't stay long working for insurance companies. There's no way. It's an evil empire. So, yeah, these adjusters love it because they know the homeowner doesn't have any idea what they're doing. So you're going to put yourself in a stronger position. You won't say the wrong things, and the individual, either public adjuster or an attorney, they're going to handle all aspects of the claim for you, and they will maximize the claim. So, number 3, very powerful. If they'll cooperate, get an affidavit from your plumber or roofer. Now, here's an example, and you use the exact same format for a roofer. This is a plumber. My name is David Guess. I'm a technician at Joe's Plumbing. I was called for a water leak issue. We found the leak coming from a cracked pipe under the sink. I replaced the cracked pipe with a new PVC line. This was a sudden leak which caused damage to Mr. Smith's house. That's it. Okay? Let's take a look at a roofer affidavit. Roofer. My name is John Jones. I own, or I'm an employee for Sark Roofing in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was called to evaluate the roof for possible wind-related damages or hail. Okay, in this case, we'll just use wind. I inspected the roof on 4/2/24. In my professional roofing opinion, this roof was damaged as a result of a tropical storm or whatever, heavy winds that took place on 10/21/23. Now, you better be absolutely sure about this date. Okay? It's my opinion this roof needs to be replaced along with the soffits, fascia boards, and gutters. Please don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. It definitely helps. Number 4, estimate from a contractor. Now, yeah, this is kind of normal, right? Most people get an estimate sent to the insurance company, but it's important to know the reasons why. Because a lot of people fall into a trap when it comes to this, of listening to the insurance company. It's your claim. Yes, they make the payment, but they are not the end-all be-all because their estimate from a contractor is real world. Now, when your insurance company sends you the estimate, and you should always request the estimate, okay? Always. As soon as they're out, first thing you do, send an email. Next day, hey, send me, Mr. Desk Adjuster, send me a copy of the estimate ASAP. So your insurance company and these adjusters love to use a program called Xactimate. It's an industry-wide. Now, it is a guide, okay? It is a guide. It is not the Bible. The insurance company wants to make you believe this is the program that answers all the questions regarding costs and damages, okay? Again, they would rather not use a contractor's estimate. Will try to force your hand into believing this Xactimate estimate that the field adjuster did is 100% accurate. These other damages, take it or leave it. No. Xactimate is user dependent. It's subjective. They can manipulate it in so many different ways. This is what public adjusters use. Xactimate. All right? 95 to 99% of contractors that you will work with do not use Xactimate. Xactimate was created by insurance companies. Similar, if you've ever heard on how Facebook supposedly was created by the CIA and all these other things, okay? The bad guys usually create something and then tell you it's good so that you have to use it. Okay, we saved the best for last. You're going to send an email to the adjuster, the desk adjuster, once a field adjuster is being sent out. And you're going to ask if this field adjuster has the authority to make a coverage decision. Okay? If not, you want that adjuster. You want a adjuster. You want any adjuster. Okay? You want Santa Claus. You want an individual to come out to your house that has the authority and discretion and power to make a coverage decision. Now let me elaborate on a coverage decision. Meaning, are they going to pay the claim or not pay the claim? Is this covered or is this not covered? Now, if they send an adjuster out, which they used to back in the day, they do not do this anymore. They had authority. How they would get around it is, well, we have to go back and see what the policy is. I don't know what your policy has, which is bullshit. All right? So you're going to force their hand because these independent, quote, independent field adjusters that just are contracted by the insurance companies always want to say, oh, I don't have any authority to make a coverage decision. Yet they write in their notes. Now, we know this through depositions. We take these guys' depositions on every lawsuit. The field adjuster. We take the field adjuster, try to take the desk adjuster, and the corporate representative. Those are the three we always try to schedule in a lawsuit. All right? So we know this. They send notes in their opinions on whether it should be covered or not, and for how much. So here's what that email is going to look like. Dear Mr. Desk Adjuster, please be advised I have scheduled the appointment for the field adjuster on 12/25/24 at 2 p.m. In order to expedite this claim, does this field adjuster have authority to make a coverage determination? If not, I would ask that you send an adjuster, who does have authority. I would like the opportunity to show and speak with that field adjuster who has the ability to make a coverage determination. The details of the claim in person. Very important. And this is a neat little trick because you're really going to put them, and you send this by email. You're going to put them in a very hard place if you happen to have to file a lawsuit. This won't look good for them. So let's wrap this up. Number one, this video is about being proactive. It's about taking control of your claim, making the insurance company feel uneasy, when most of the time it's the reverse. Most of the time people, great spelling, Mike, rather than defensive. So that should be defense. I just glanced and saw it. My apologies. Most of the time people are on the defense 99% of the time. Now you're going to be on the offensive. And always try to communicate this stuff by email. So hopefully you got a little bit out of this video that was helpful. So again, my name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in Florida. If you have any questions, need help with a claim, this is my contact information. Thanks for watching this video.